Hello. Yeah, I'm committed. The fun thing about doing this thing is it's given me an opportunity to kind of practice a muscle that I haven't gotten to in a long time. Editing. And it turns out that coming up with this thing and doing 4 of them in 5 days and the editing is exhausting in a very different way. So I thought I'd talk about something that's a little relaxing. The importance of self-expression and art therapy. Otherwise known as... Today we're going to talk about my balls. It might get a little clinical. So flashback to about 5 years ago, and I had just moved into a new 2-bedroom apartment, having had to move out from that relationship that imploded, which is a whole thing. And after about a month or so, I was inspired. I thought to myself, I know what I'm going to do with this room. I'm going to keep a promise to 12-year-old Maddie. It's very adjustable. So I had it ready by Christmas Eve. A friend of mine came over and helped start the ball pit. The same friend from the Scott Pilgrim video at the bottom of my channel. Hey, that's a thing YouTube people say. And the extra room it was in I called the Ballroom because it sounded elegant. So she filmed me dumping the first box.
This paper was a good idea.
I got her dumping one. And then she helped me shoot the little video that I made to show it off to people.
Merry Christmas! Welcome to the ballroom.
In order to fill the room, I ended up having to buy 9 boxes of balls, which you can totally get online, but you have to buy them in quantities of 500. This being the smaller version at the moment, we only have 3,500 in here. You know what? I'm inspired. The count is now 4,000. And there was a little volleyball in here randomly. Almost forgot to mention the portal mirrors. Isn't that beautiful in its infinity? Now the immediate sentiment would be, you're an adult. Why do you have a ball pit? That's for kids. To answer that, I refer you to this comic, xkcd.com/150. I'll put a link in the description below. Hey, that's another thing that YouTube people say. I did it for the same reason I started this. I wanted to make something. And I wanted to make something that was, specifically me. Which is why there's only 3 colors instead of like the multitude rainbow you'd find or used to find at a McDonald's play place or the like. I gotta readjust. You sink very easily. It's actually kind of comfortable because it's like a seat that constantly conforms to you. I had Sharpies on a little table next to the ball pit because the idea was when people came in and chilled and we would chat in there, they could grab a Sharpie and actually draw on the balls. This is one that I did. And on the back I wrote, for dry, red eyes, clear eyes, trademark, is awesome, Ben Stein. Someone did a Pokeball. Let me see what I can dig up. 4-leaf clover. And I'd also been inspired by this other ball pit project I'd seen while working on mine about putting conversation starters or icebreakers on the ball. One from an old college friend that says, bark at things sometimes. Of course, you don't have to bark right meow. Ooh, my shark is peeking. I took this thing to Vegas. His name is Left, and he's a very good emergency pillow. Forging myself a little groove. This one says, have you ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight? Some of them have faded over time. I mean, it is 5 years old. What would you never buy used? Tweet your answers to the ball at @MattsBrokenMuse. And follow me on Twitter. Hat trick, 3 things YouTubers say. This one's super faded, but I know it's my older brother's because it has some Japanese writing, a StarCraft joke, and it's rickrolling me. It is shockingly easy to get lost in this. Nuka-Cola. Vault Tech. Hi, Tony. This one was from my brother in Vegas. I think I actually brought a ball to Vegas with me, along with the shark, just so he'd have something in it. Komodo dragon. This one kind of makes me sad. So I used to have a work buddy. Me, him, and the other girl were sort of like a tight-knit group. We got hired on as temps together. We got turned over at the same time. Different shifts, but we ended up working together anyway. Second shift defectors, unite! Doesn't have the same rank as Avengers Assemble. Well, he came over to see the ball pit when it was done. And he didn't get in. He was a little bit older and probably was of that same, this is a little childish mentality. But he saw that it made me happy. And so his boss says, I'm impressed. And then has the name they came up with for me at work, which I'll paraphrase and also has profanity. So get ready if you got the nieces watching. But my work name, as is on the ball, is Matty J. Motherfucking last name. Goddamn son of a bitch. Hail Satan. All in caps. Rock on. And it just makes me sad because we're not really friends anymore. Distance, falling out, political arguments on Facebook. It's all stupid. But that's what this is for. It's peaceful in here. I have fallen asleep in the ball pit before. The original setup, you could sit in it and it had a table against the wall with a Nintendo hooked up. A Nintendo and a Wii. Just sit in the ball pit and stream Netflix. I have this sort of same setup now, but there's a couch in the way. Man, if I'm not careful, I'm going to fall asleep in here right now.